Alright, in this video, I'm going to take you through the top 10 purchases that changed my life. Maybe this list will give you gift ideas for your friends, your family, or even yourself. Christmas is just around the corner. Not really, but you know, almost. If you're new here, my name's Aman. I'm a computer science student and software engineering intern. Also, you guys should check out my Twitter. I regularly post software engineering memes and insights from that area of my life. Yeah, anyway, let's begin. Okay, number one. I'm sure you guys all know what these are. That's right, these are the AirPods Pro, specifically the second generation. I picked them up just a few weeks ago after they were released. AirPods are probably one of the best purchases I've ever made in my entire life. They've unlocked this entire world of audio that I never had access to beforehand. Nowadays, I'm pretty much always listening to something, whether it's audiobooks, podcasts. Hell, I'll even listen to other people's YouTube videos while doing stuff around the house. I've listened to 26 audiobooks so far this year in 2022, and that's all thanks to these bad boys, the AirPods Pro. Now, to be fair, you don't really need AirPods. If you're strapped for cash, you could get away with any solid pair of wireless earbuds. Nowadays, you can get some decent cheap ones for like 30 bucks on Amazon. They've really come down in price. When you have a consistent pair of wireless earbuds that you bring around with you everywhere you go, you really reduce that friction to consuming audio content. The AirPods do it even further by making the listening experience so seamless. You just pop them in and they automatically turn on connect, no setup required. They have beautiful audio, it's great. Definitely by far the best audio and user experience out of any wireless earbuds. So yeah, if you don't already have a reliable pair of earbuds, definitely pick up some AirPods. They're great. If you are trying to get into audiobooks, I'd recommend starting with Mistborn if you're trying to get into fantasy, or Atomic Habits if you're interested in nonfiction. Okay, next up we have my good old trusty sleeping mask. This thing is a lifesaver and has given me hundreds of hours of extra deep sleep over the years. Honestly, when my friends tell me about their sleeping conditions, I'm like, what the f? Some of you guys sleep with the windows wide open, street lights blazing in, room totally bright, just taking it. You need to get one of these. This one was 15 bucks on Amazon and it feels like a cloud on your face. I've tried like 5 of them. I'll link this one in the description down below. It's by far the best one. It's a game changer for your sleep, especially if you have shitty blinds or roommates that keep walking in on you. It's also super nice when you're trying to catch up on sleep over the weekend and the sun doesn't wake you up at 6 a.m. Nowadays, I even carry one of these in my backpack along with some earbuds, and I even have an extra in the car. This means I can take a nap anywhere, anytime. My sleep has never been better. All right, item number 3, this is the Ember Smart Mug. This has been an absolute game changer when it comes to drinking hot drinks like tea and coffee. I'm a huge coffee man. I hand brew a pour over cup of coffee every morning using a Chemex and a temperature controlled gooseneck kettle. And this mug has made my coffee like 3 times as good. In the past, my drink would get cold and I would always have to reheat it in the microwave. It gets super annoying and the quality would go down. Ever since I got this mug a few years ago, my coffee's never been the same. I'm now able to drink a piping hot cup of coffee at the perfect temperature for hours. It's almost uncanny. I'll go to the bathroom, take a walk, come back 30 minutes later, and my coffee's exactly the same temperature as I left it. It's so weird. It comes with this app that allows you to adjust the temperature to your exact preference. My choice is 140 degrees. That's the sweet spot for me. It works for tea too, and it'll send you a notification when the tea is done brewing. Nowadays, I never burn my tongue anymore when drinking hot drinks because I know exactly how hot the cup is and exactly when to start drinking it. It's incredible. I got my dad one of these for his birthday and he loves it. If you're a coffee person, you should definitely pick one of these up. Number 4 is my laptop backpack. Now, a lot of people already have backpacks, but my 4th most valuable purchase is this specific backpack, the Timbuktu Authority laptop bag. What can I say? It's just a really nice backpack. The build quality is great. Every pocket is padded well, especially the laptop slot. Honestly, you could probably drop this off a building and your laptop would be fine. It's also super slim and vertically oriented, so it's great for folders, pens, and tech, and it won't take up a bunch of space. It's great for flights because I usually bring a carry-on for my clothes and use this as my tech bag. All the pockets are super intentional and serve a specific purpose. Also, the straps are awesome. They're padded well, and it even clips under your chest for extra back support. I carry this all around campus and I barely feel it. It's amazing. I definitely recommend investing in a high-quality backpack, especially if you're a CS major. Number 5, contact lenses. Now, this might seem like a weird one. I first got contacts after my senior year of high school and it was great. First of all, I feel like it increased my relative mate value in the hierarchy, and that's what all of these purchases are actually for, right? It's so nice not to have this dirty, musty glass and metal apparatus sitting in your face at all times. As soon as I got contacts, my vision instantly went to 4K from 720p with this weird box in my periphery. It's also great not to worry about glasses slipping off your face when you're biking or going on a roller coaster. Plus, you don't get that horrible acne on the bridge of your nose that the glasses always rub against. That used to be horrible. You should probably start with daily lenses. Those are the best because you don't have to worry about cleaning them and you can just throw them away every day. Also, if you have your first contact fitting session and you can't figure out how to put them in, don't worry about it. It's gonna suck at first, but after a while, it'll become second nature. Okay, number 6 is a daylight lamp, or a seasonal affective disorder light. As someone who lives in Wisconsin where the winters get crazy, let me tell you, this thing is a lifesaver. I used to get pretty bad seasonal depression and a daylight lamp definitely helps out. Obviously, it's no true true replacement for getting out in the morning to get your daily sunlight, but it definitely does help, especially if you leave it on all morning when you're working. I have this giant one on the side of my desk that automatically turns on at 7 a.m. So I'm bathed in this artificial sun all day while I'm working. I also keep one in the kitchen while I'm eating breakfast or lunch, so that helps as well. It's even great for your sleep because all of that morning light helps you wake up in the morning and then go to bed on time later on. I know so many people who talk about how they can't fall asleep on time and end up laying in bed for hours when they go to bed early. And part of that is probably because they don't get enough morning light. Number 7 is an insulated water bottle. Now, I know most people already have water bottles, but this 40-ounce insulated one is great. It's large enough that I can fill it up once and it lasts me for a few hours and stays cold for the entire day. I end up drinking so much more water now that I have this on me. It's also super useful for the gym. I found that having a cold bottle of water gives me that little boost of energy when I really want to push myself. Number 8 is just dedicated gym gear in general. Recently, I've been really investing in upgrading my gym setup. Now, you don't need any of these things to get a great workout in, but they sure as hell make it more likely to actually happen. Last year, for the first time, I actually bought gym-specific clothes from Gymshark. Before that, I'd never actually worn a mainstream brand like Gymshark. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. I used to wear old faded t-shirts from high school to the gym. Now, technically these clothes don't make me lift any heavier, but I found that it's really nice to have a bunch of dedicated gym clothes that actually look good. It definitely helps to facilitate that essential identity change from someone who doesn't work out at all to a gym bro. And since I've gotten them, my consistency has gone way up. Gymshark is also a lot less expensive than I initially thought, especially if you buy during the sales. There's a legendary Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale where you can get insanely cheap gym clothes. I'd highly recommend shopping for them during that time. Other than gym clothes, I've also invested in squat shoes, a lifting belt, and 1.25 pound plates. Again, you don't need any of this stuff, but it sure as hell helps your form and technique overall and encourages you to hit the gym more often. One great way to reward yourself for consistency is to buy things that push you to go even further. So instead of eating an entire ice cream cake when you hit a plate on the bench, buy yourself some Gymshark clothes or a lifting belt. It's a great way to keep on growing. Number 9, you probably didn't see this coming, but it's my toilet, or specifically the bidet that sits on top of the toilet. This is absolutely incredible. I've had one of these things since I was 10 years old, and let me tell you, you will never shit the same again. A bidet is this device that lays on the top of your toilet, and it has a bunch of features. It's basically a smart toilet. The main feature is the ability to spray water on your asshole, so when you poop, it washes it off. Mine heats the water and the seat. It's even more luxury. With a bidet, you feel so much cleaner down there, and you use way less toilet paper, because you only need to wipe once to dry, not 1,000 times. Trust me, you will never feel the same after getting one of these. I strongly feel like every household deserves one. It's so high value. I mean, how many times do you use the bathroom per week? It's almost a no-brainer. I don't know why more people don't have one. My final top purchase is a hodgepodge of smaller things I'm calling random tools, because it's more a section to encourage you to invest in specific things to complete a job. For example, I got this awesome box cutter last year, and it's helped out so many times. It makes cutting down boxes so much easier because of the grip and the leverage it gives you. The tip is also plastic, so it won't cut you, but it will cut through the box. I've probably saved hours by using this over using my fingers or keys. Another purchase that was super useful was getting some dish gloves and a dish brush. These make doing the dishes so much easier and faster. No one likes getting sticky, oily, rotting food on your hands when doing the dishes, and the dish gloves help with that. They also mean you can turn the faucet water all the way up to hot, which helps cut through grease without burning your hands. The dish brush is great because it allows you to apply pressure while scrubbing, and it also doesn't get smelly and dirty like a sponge. The last tool I'll mention is my electric toothbrush that buzzes every 30 seconds. This thing is ensured that I brush all 4 quadrants of my mouth evenly for a total of 2 minutes every day for years. If you like this video, click here to find out about which items I always carry on me in my computer science bag. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. A like would be terrific, and I will see you in the next video.